Welcome to another great episode of ArtCo Drone Solutions. We've got a great show for you tonight, so sit back and enjoy. It's going to be a lot of fun. So, somebody had a little accident on a Delta flight this week. Someone had some explosive diarrhea, and I saw the video on YouTube. It was over in the YouTube charts. Yeah. So yeah, Dominic like that. So anyway, that kind of sounds like a job for Dan. You know, he fits his shit. You know, that'd be just right up his alley. I mean, isn't that a septic channel where he fits his septic tanks? I don't know. I mean, he's always saying he fits his shit. You know, I mean, it'd be right up his alley. Yeah. Either that or it's one of those fecal fetish channels. I don't know, but hey, to each his own. Hey, nothing wrong with that as long as you do that in your own home. Freak. Anyway, let's get the show on the road. Let's welcome the man from down under. He's no blunder. He's got no bluster. Bluster. He's the man with the bluster from down under. It is Dominic. Welcome, welcome.
Good evening, all, and good morning to anybody else. So we'll see how we go today.
Yes.
So what else has been happening?
How's it going down in your neck of the woods?
It's starting to warm up at least, so that's good.
Good. That's good to hear. And
Right, everybody in the chat.
No typhoons, cyclones headed your way.
Not yet.
Right.
That's coming.
So looks like there's one headed towards Japan called Typhoon Jova. It just skirted the northern end of Luzon, and now it looks like there's Hurricane Lee is headed. Nobody knows where it's going. It could go to the Carolinas, or it may skirt up the coast and maybe not make landfall, because turns out there's a cold front coming through, and it's coming through the upper Midwest, and that may determine when that hurricane will land. So most likely it'll probably hit somewhere around Maine or Nova Scotia if it does hit land.
Okay.
So let's speaking of the Northeast, let's welcome. He is always in charge. It's Charles. Welcome.
Hey Art. Hey Dom.
Good evening.
Everybody in the chat.
Yep.
What's going on tonight?
So we are bill free tonight. Bill is working long hours at the bowling alley. So hopefully everything goes well for him. So take care, Bill. We had a comedian passed away yesterday. A comedian, DJI, passed away, and I met him once back in the early '90s. I was in LA visiting a friend of mine, and he was one of the writers for the Dennis Miller Show.
Oh, okay.
I believe it was on Fox.
Yep.
So I got to go see a taping of the Dennis Miller Show, got to sit in the audience, and after the show was over, that's when I met DJI. He knew my friend. My friend has been in the comedy business longer than I have, and he's been well established as a comedian, as a writer. He's written for David Letterman. Dennis Miller, and right now he's writing comedic plays right now. So, and he used to be my mentor, and you know, we've got polar opposite political view,
Oh,
and
that makes it good because you get a good perspective when both people are on opposite sides.
right. So, I don't some he can't pass up a Dick Cheney joke, and it's always the same joke about Dick shooting somebody in the face, and I just finally just
Okay.
had it, and I said, "Why are you telling the same jokes over and over? I mean, that's kind of hacky." And that pretty much ended our friendship right there, which is fine with me. So let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We've got Alan, Drone Views Media, Charles Skalusky. We got Jack, Lake Pilot. We got Jeff, or not Jeff, Jimmy, Dizzy Dean FPV. We got John, Flying Flynn Media. We got Don, Mudball Creative. Don, I sent you a link if you'd like to pop in. And Steve Knowles, another one from the other side of the pond. And we got Joe Murica, USA Drone Flyer. Welcome. And Chuck Kovaction. He's got traction with Kovaction. And we got Brad, Catskill Brad, one of your neighbors, Charles. And we got Waypoint, New England. Forgot what his name is.
Brian.
Anybody know what? Huh?
Brian,
welcome to the show. Finally got to know your name. So we got Mark Sullivan. One of the Marks is here. And we got Jerry Bauer. Welcome. He's the Tower of Bauer. Welcome. And we got Northside Hawk, Dominique. And we got Ronnie, God bless America. Land. Anyway, we got Bill, Chin Dynasty Drones. We got Johnny DRC. I believe that's Johnny. Let's welcome Johnny. And who else do we have here? I think that is about it. Oh, we got Brett Lembo, Drive Zembo.
Hi, Brett.
Yeah, Brian Waypoint and we got Lee, Yellow Rose Drone. Yep. Or as we would say, Amarillo. We got Noco Silver. Hey, Tony. Boy, I haven't seen that guy in ages. Good to see you. He's the guy that won I believe he won the parrot. The parrot, Mambo that he won many moons ago. And then we got Matt of Matty's Drone World. Welcome, everybody. We got a great show for you today. So, we're going to start off by talking about DIY drone repairs. And many years ago, I used to buy and repair Phantom 3s. And the only tools that I needed were, let me make myself big, were this little guy. This is really handy. And if you don't have one of these, go to one of the auto parts store and get one of those plastic version of this, because this is handy for when you're prying apart parts that have latches and stuff. Like, for example, like on here, when I replaced that, there are notches that are on the inside of this, and you get this in there and pop it right out. And with the Phantom, they got those great big plastic shells, and once another important tool are these pet screwdrivers. This one's a 1.5 millimeter, and also get yourself a set of small screwdrivers. Get the ones with Allen wrenches and straight slot screwdriver. That way you can get those small screws and get at those repairs and stuff. So once you get the screws out, you get this little bad boy and you just go along and pop those things out, and the shell comes apart, and you get repair whatever part of the drone is damaged. Like on the Phantom, it's usually either the top or the bottom shell, and then you just remove the main board out of that and put that into a new shell and put it all back together. Also, like camera gimbals, they're easy to repair because you go over on eBay and they've got all the parts that you need to do drone repairs. Whether it's a DJI drone, an Autel drone, or just about any one of those commercial drones. I would not waste my time on one of those toy drones, although they might be fun to play around with and kind of hone your skills for repairs and get them going. Now, like on the Avada, this one, you could see. Let me. It's so big again. That one's got a bent landing gear, and it was pretty messed up, and it also had a damaged sensor.
Oh no!
I don't know if you can see that.
Yep.
Let me get my. Anyway,
Yep.
It's got some big scratches.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. So that took damage, and that's you got to hook the that's where the ribbon cable connects right here, and that plugs right in. And this drone has a bunch of screws on the bottom of the drone. It's got like 8 screws, so it's here you go. You can see them right here. There's here and here and there and there, and then you have these 2 screws, and and then also you have the screws that hold these guys in. That's where the antenna goes in, right there, and it just pops right in there, and you just kind of gotta thread that wire right in, and it goes through there, and it goes inside there. So that's what you gotta do, folks.
Yep.
I tried to
So
fix.
is that something you guys do?
Well, so far, the only thing I've had to do with any of my drones is, well, my Mini 2, all I've had to do is replace a set of props. That's no big whoop. But I
Right.
did have a toy drone that I broke, and that was nearly impossible to fix. A little gear, probably no bigger than like 2 or maybe even 3 millimeters in diameter,
Ooh,
popped
Yeah.
out
yes.
of location. And it was just impossible to get it back in.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Those little toy drones. Like,
Mm.
oh, you mean something like this?
Well, way
Mhm.
bigger than that. Way bigger than that. The thing
This
is
would
actually
be
almost the size of the
really,
Mini 2, but it was a
yeah,
$50. It's the Deerk DEERC 50,
right.
and I crashed it. And there's this little transfer sprocket. Sprocket? No, that's not the right word.
Yeah,
But
sprocket
anyways, a gear. This little transfer gear.
gear. Yeah,
Yeah. And it popped out, and there was just no way for me to get that back in there.
yeah.
I tried for hours.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those are a pain. I want to say hello to Keith. He's a Jeep, a drone, and an old
Okay.
man. Go check out his channel. He does a lot of videos about the battleship tech.
Yeah. Very entertaining.
Yes, it is. So
Hey, Jim.
hopefully they get everything straightened out on the new home where the Texas is going to be in Galveston. So that'll be good to see. And I believe that it is one of the only existing World War One era battleships that in
Mm.
existence. Now, Japan does have what we would call
Rob.
a pre-dreadnought battleship. That would be the Mikasa, which is still I believe it's in either Yokohama or Tokyo. I'm not. So Keith just says, "Oh, Pure21.
Nice.
Okay, nice, good, good, good." So yeah, so DJI drones, they're pretty much modular. So if you break anything, you
Mm.
could repair it yourself, unless it's like like what happened to to my Avada. Uh, uh, what happened was I was test flying it with the motion controller too, and it just started acting erratically, and it hit my backpack, and one of the blades grabbed the soft material on the backpack,
Mm.
and it yanked the motor right off the arm. I mean, it snapped it, and that's something that's a little bit beyond my expertise on fixing it. But fortunately for me, I had Care Refresh, and I was able to send it back, and they sent me a new one, or probably a refurbished one.
Mm.
Uh, you are right. It's a what they call a super dreadnought, or what we like to call a turret farm, because it had more than 4 turrets. Because I believe it had 5 turrets, and it was the first class to have 14-inch guns, which was and also he said it's the only existing dreadnought in the world that served in both world wars and served in all 5 theaters. Nice. That is cool. So, yep. Brian said screwdriver and a hammer.
Yeah.
So, on the Phantoms, I've done some camera replacements, which were no big deal. If there were ones that had like a broken gimbal, I could buy the gimbal parts on eBay and put them together. The tricky part, some of those ribbon cables, they kind of wrap around and you gotta get them just right. And that was kind of a tricky thing. Once you know how to do it, it's not not really hard at all.
Yep, I can
yes,
see you.
Chuck, I could see you in the chat. So, how are you? Welcome back from Iceland. And I know he was chatting. Motor replacement is what he's doing at the moment. Oh, okay. Mavic 3 is challenging. Yeah, I bet it is. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Yes. So, other than that, like on the Avata, you got your ESE board, you got your main board, and the sensor was really a piece of cake. Once I got the replacement part and the replacement ribbon cable, all I had to do was take this off from the body and get that cable in there and thread it through this part and screw it back together and then get the sensor put on there and screwed in, get all the antenna parts back in there, and what you do is you snake it. You snake it from it goes in right here, and it snakes in through this channel and right to the main board right there. So. So what else is new? So, CU Buffaloes, they've won last week. They beat Texas Tech, so they're 1-0. And the Lions defeated the Super Bowl champs, Kansas City Chiefs, Thursday night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And Chuck had to serve the fans. Oh, okay. Yep.
No.
I don't see why you couldn't.
Oh yeah, they got. Yeah, it should work. It's just a silicone paste.
Yeah.
It should.
You'd think it would.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if it burns up in flight, you can say, I guess that doesn't work.
Yeah. Back to the drawing board.
Yeah, there you go. Mm-hmm. So that's about it. I mean, same with the FPV drone. If something happens, like you damage the camera, pull it apart, get the camera out, replace. Like Tammy Jean, she had that accident where
Yep.
I guess the prop blew up and it damaged her gimbal on her camera because it was moving side to side. That's not supposed to happen. So that's an easy fix. All she has to do is go online, get a new camera, and pop that in.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yeah, I bet an arm repair on any of the Mavics would be kind of a challenge if yeah. So we got Major League Baseball
Mm-hmm.
winding down at the end of the month, then we'll have the playoffs and then the World Series. So
Yes.
Yes.
I know my Colorado Rockies won't be in the playoffs.
Well,
They
that's
are
good to
in
hear then.
dead last place. Yep. Threading the yeah. Yep. I bet
Mm.
that is. Mm-hmm.
They're like threading a needle.
Oh, Mark R. White just said USA beat Uzbekistan two to
Yeah.
nothing. Oh,
Good
make
to hear.
that 3 to nothing now. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm.
Not much on soccer. Love playing soccer,
Mm.
but I watched some of that Australian football. That
Yep.
is kind of a interesting game. Yeah.
Yep.
So I guess October is when basketball and hockey starts up again. Am I right,
Yeah.
Charles?
Yeah, I think so.
Mhm.
It's funny. My mom just asked me recently if football had started. I wasn't really sure, and then all of a sudden I see all these commercials on it for television.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
first week.
Yeah, the Broncos played the Raiders at home.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
and the Broncos are favored by 4. So,
God.
we could win that game. That kind of, you know, sets a tone for the rest of the
Yeah,
season.
it's always good to start the season off with a win.
Yeah, especially at home. And we
Yeah.
were terrible at home last year. We
Mm.
got Bent Rail Productions, welcome, welcome. And we
Welcome,
got Jody Drone Shots.
Jody.
So,
Jody.
Jody, how did you enjoy your prize that you won? You enjoy that? I think he was uh one of the last ones to get the toffee from that other company, and
That person.
or did let's see, Bill got the last two pieces. We got Joel. Joel? No, it's Leonard,
Leonard.
JSK Enterprise. Yep. Mm-hmm. And we got Jim's droning.
Yes.
Wonderful, cool. So, I got one more thing of Choco Love coffee.
Mm.
So, who won? Oh, Bill from Chin Dynasty was the winner last week, and he should get his coffee probably sometime next week. So now that it's September, I think it's time for me to start sending my Christmas cards to all
Yep.
my friends in Australia
Yes.
and in the Philippines. They're already starting. They're getting their Christmas stuff up already.
I've seen a lot of Christmas stuff up here. With
We got Scott in the
very much
do.
sure.
Hey, Scott, good to see you. And Unlimited Vertigo. And that is
John.
John, Unlimited Vertigo. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And Scott, he's from Minnesota.
Yes. Hello.
And yeah, I'd be getting snow pretty soon. I think we're going to get our first snow up in the mountains this weekend.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Yeah, well, we're starting to get a heat wave, so.
Yep. Well, it's supposed to get down into the 70s, and then on Monday, the high will be 70, and we'll have rain tomorrow and Monday.
We've already been into the 70s once, so.
We're just coming off of a mini heat wave here.
So we're swapping.
Yes.
So, what else? We got, so we talked about Geechee Guy. He passed away. And he was 59 years old.
I don't know.
Man, but he's a tall guy. And from what I understand, he has Marfan syndrome because he was having problems with his joint. So he's the king of the one-liners.
Oh,
What
okay.
he would do. Good point, Charles.
Interesting.
So, weather-wise, nice day today. What? So we got a hurricane heading towards the coast, and when I watch Ron Hall, y'all, his channel, he was talking about what he thinks will happen with the hurricane, and so it looks like Florida will get spared. There is another hurricane out beyond there, I think Maria, and it's basically going straight north and doing a whole lot of nothing, except spinning around in the upper Atlantic. It's been a weird year for hurricanes, especially in the on both coasts. I mean, LA got hit with a hurricane. That was crazy. Yep. Hurricane Hillary, where that hurricane was so devastating that it erased or deleted 30,000 emails.
Yeah.
Oh, so Hurricane Lee has weakened. So it was a Cat 2. Now it's probably back down to Cat 1. So I saw some photos of some folks got the Starlink satellites after they've been deployed. That's kind of interesting. We get a line of satellites. That's cool. I still get a what, Charles?
I was just gonna say I've been seeing a lot of pictures pop up like on social media of that funky line of dots that's supposed to be the Starlink.
Yep. Yep, that's right, Joe. It did get up to Cat 5. Yep. Dominic is a Cat 3.
Yep. I've got 3 cats, so I'm a cat 3.
Ah, okay. Are they all tabbies?
No. One is the obvious ginger. Another's a Persian, and another's more an Oreo cat.
Oh, okay. Black and white?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A large male, black and white.
Okay. Okay.
Hi, Maddie.
Where's Bill tonight? Bill is at the bowling alley. He's working late tonight. Yep. So he's probably working he's hard like me, building up the work hours or the hours for the overtime. Good. Yep. Mm-hmm. So right about now I should get my tickets for the Philippines while they're cheap right now. Mm-hmm.
And when are you going?
I will leave the day before
Yeah.
Good Friday, which will be the 28th of March, and I'll come back on the 13th of April. For that, that's the plan.
Mm.
And I find that the best route for the shortest amount of time in the air or layovers is to fly to LA and take a direct flight to Manila. Otherwise, if I go the other route, I have 3 destinations I could go to. I could go to LA, San Francisco, or Seattle, which will take me to either Seoul, South Korea, Tokyo, or Taipei, Taiwan, and then to Manila.
Interesting.
I mean, they're cheaper, but you know what? I kind of want to,
Get
get
there
to
quicker.
Manila at a decent time. And yeah. Mm-hmm. And hopefully I won't sit next to someone that has explosive diarrhea.
Exactly. You don't want that problem.
Yeah. Oh man.
What time of day do you usually get there when you go the route you were just talking about?
Well, I leave early in the morning to fly to LA and get there around 9:30, 10 o'clock. And then my flight to Manila leaves at 12:30, 1 o'clock. So my layover is not that bad. It, it,
Mm-hmm.
it gives me enough time to get my luggage and get checked in. I have to go to another terminal to catch my international flight
Mm.
to Manila. Where I remember back in '95 when I flew to Tokyo. Uh, I just flew to LA and I didn't have to change my luggage or anything. It automatically went to my plane.
Cool.
I think what was it? I think it was north northwest,
Mm-hmm.
and flew from there to Tokyo. It was a 10-hour flight. So and that landed at Narita,
Yep.
and so we got there really late at night. But this way, if I do it this way, uh, the flights are cheaper because you're going on the early flight, the domestic flight to LA. You're getting the first flight from LA to Manila. Otherwise, if I go on the second flight, that flight is the same price as doesn't matter. Just the only difference is the domestic flights. If you go on the first flight, because hardly any, fewer people fly that early morning flight. Charles, don't fall asleep on us. Are you sleepy today?
Nope.
Tired?
Just getting really relaxed.
I see. Yeah. So maybe we need some sound effects. I don't know. Now that I've adjusted them, I've got, and it's going to take about 10 seconds. See?
Nope.
You know what? I better make sure that I've got all the sound effects. Yep. They're all drama queen. Yep. I gotta.
Even drama queens need a complete breakfast.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep. Had to check that. And then,
enough about your wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah.
Now they're all coming and working.
Yep. What I did is I put the sound effects through Audacity and I trimmed them down. And what I did is on all the sound effects is I lowered the volume a little bit. So they're not blasting like they for those of you that like anime.
Some of those anime ones were intense. Yeah, like that one.
And I've got electric Pikachu. Then we got.
Now it's time to make our shrimp paste. Most important.
Shrimp paste good, pestle and mortar, fuyo.
Yeah, can't go wrong with Uncle Roger.
Yeah, especially when he says "fuyo,"
or hiya.
Uncle Roger gonna try my best to behave myself. No yelling at customer unless they are idiot.
Idiot.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Pretty easy.
Shrimp Wayne is like Jamie Oliver, full of shit.
Yep.
And I've got Cartman.
This would teach you to listen to authority.
Yep. Eric
Lempinski. There you go. Welcome. Good to see you.
You scare peanut. Big man like you scare peanut. Hiya.
I got those.
Yep.
And for those of you who want to give me super chat, let's hear more Cha-ching and trains. Yes.
Cha-ching.
Where's the Sailor Moon? I don't have that. I've got
Emotional, damn it.
Yep.
But not everybody deserves happiness.
That's right. Not everybody. Yes, I think we're all allergic to starving to death.
Yes.
So what? Got this little guy. I've had it for quite a while. I don't think I've ever flown this, and it's supposed to have a camera.
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
probably a little 720p thing, or 40, maybe even 480.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No,
I had
no,
one of those SEMA, what is it? SEMA X20, and that was like one of my one of my first little mini drones. And
Chris S.
hey, Chris S, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. Let me go check and oh, he's not blue. Let's fix that. There we go. Chris is now a standard moderator.
Good to hear.
Mm-hmm. So where the heck is Jim Beauchart? God, he only shows up for Bill's show.
Randy.
Well, maybe.
And we got Mad Props Media. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
And let's see. Yeah, it took me many crashes and practice with that little drone. And then I got the Tello. That one's pretty easy because that's got stabilization on it. And the Parrot drone, the Parrot Mambo, and then I've got the Parrot Swing. Parrot Swing is kind of tricky to use, but once you get the hang of it and get it to fly like a fixed wing, that is a fun drone to fly. You need a lot of room for that. Yep. Go out to a park that has a lot of grass. Yep.
Why do you need so much space for it?
Brent.
Because trees and house roofs are dicks.
Yeah.
And we got Brent Eat More Possum. Or Brent.
Brent.
Hey, Brent.
And what else? Oh, I had an Autel drone for a little while. Oh, yeah. Remote ID, from what I'm hearing, has been postponed because number one, the modules are not ready yet. And number two, some of the drones are not ready yet. So it looks like the manufacturers of the modules just can't. They don't have all the parts that they need to get them out the door.
Keep up with demand, yeah. And they're way more
Maddie
expensive.
says not officially postponed. That's correct because I think isn't it supposed to go to effect on the 16th?
Yep,
Yeah, that's
16th,
what I
yep.
heard.
Yeah. Okay.
1 week from today.
And braised possum shanks on top of a truffle infused roasted.
Wow.
That sounds nice.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So, and please don't forget to hit that like button. That helps the algorithm as well. Hit that like button. And also,
yeah, my
other
first couple of drones were Holy Stone drones. My very first drone ever was this. I totally fell in love with the design, but it flew horribly. It was the HS450. Looked like a little yellow brick, upright brick sitting up on its side. I love the design, but it wouldn't hover. Every time I tried to get it to hover, it would immediately start coming back at me and moving over to the left. And so I thought, well, maybe I'll be able to fly this outside. Maybe there's just not enough room in the house. And so I took it outside. And I started maneuvering it, and it got out about as far, just over the deck rail. Really, not more than like 10, 15 feet. And it just, I can't say that I lost control, but for some reason it just suddenly had a mind of its own, and it started heading for a power pole.
Oh boy!
I'm running after the thing. I'm running down off the deck, running after the thing. I'm hitting with a Holy Stone drone.
Return to home.
Well, no, it won't return to home, but there is like a kill switch button where the engines will stop and it'll fall out of the sky. And I'm like hitting the button as it's heading towards the power lines. And finally, it got within 6 feet of the power lines, and then stopped and dropped right down into the end of the neighbor's driveway. So I ran it across the road and got it. My heart is beating out of my chest because I didn't want it to get out of control. I didn't want it. So I'm like, okay, you're going back. And then I got one of the HS is it 251?
Right.
Yeah, or sorry, the HS 210. Now that is a phenomenal little drone for flying around the house. You can pretty much, if it's brand new, you can pretty much put it in one spot and it will really stay. It will really stick, almost hover perfectly. So then I just literally flew that around the living room ceiling, doing circles and crazy eights, and well, not crazy eights, but doing figure eights and stuff like that. And one day, my mom was in the kitchen doing the dishes, and I'm flying the little guy around, and she happens to look in and lost her mind because she thought there was a bat flying around in the living room. Then I tried the Dirk, the D50, and that was a quick fail. Or no, actually before that I bought a Bugs 3, and I could never get the remote to bind to the drone, so that never even got off the ground.
Okay.
Got the Dirk D50, crashed it, it died. I'm like, I'm tired of this. So then I got my Mini 2, and it was just like, yes, I can finally fly.
Yeah.
I still have the HS. I still have the HS 210. I just don't ever get to fly it.
Well, my first drone was the Buds 3, and I just had a heck of a time trying to fly it. And that's also a drone you need a big yard or go out to the park to fly. And I put that away for a while. My next drone after that was a Phantom 3. So what I did with the Bugs 3 is I got an FPV camera for it. I was able to use my analog goggles and fly it around. And that was pretty cool. I took the legs off, and that lightened the load. And I seem to be a better flyer when I fly FPV than I am, line of sight. Yeah.
I think it can be that way for a lot of people. I know Marcus Crawford has said he's a better pilot when he's looking, not doing FPV, because Marcus has an issue with his eyes, so the goggles don't really work well for him. But when he's looking at his iPad or his phone to pilot, he says he's a better pilot.
Right. Well, everybody get ready. Start putting hashtag toffee in the chat. So I got that. And then I won a Buds, I think it was a Buds 8. And it was supposed to have like a, what is it? 4K camera on it. Well, I was like, shit.
No, probably 4K still image camera.
Yeah. So I got that put away, and I have a couple. What is it? Cyclones, and they're made by I think JJRC, which is similar to Bugs, because the remote control looks just like the Bugs remote control. So got one of those, played around with it, did a review. They're okay. It's not an FPV drone, but I think it does have a camera. We got Grant, Mr. Stage Run, and then I saw Glenn Thunderbird 6 and Mika
Glenn.
Steve in the chat. So
Yep.
finally
over
said
there.
hi to those
Hey,
guys.
Mika Steve.
So we got all the Aussies on the
Yep.
show, which is good.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh, and then I have a Hilux or some kind of it's a cheapy toy drone, but it does have barometric altitude control. So I've flown it, and you can put the camera on it. Although I just can't find it on. I found it, and then I didn't find it, and it was a little too pricey, and it, I just didn't feel like paying for it, and then paying a lot more for it. And then I got into FPV, and I got what was it? Oh, the Tiny Hawk. And then I got the what was it? The other Tiny Hawk. And then right here on my table, I have a Darwin. Oh, I can't get it out and it's called a baby ape that I haven't flown yet. So I haven't flown the analog stuff in a long, long time. So let me get set up for the drawing. All right, we got 15 entries and we got 31 in the chat. Come on, guys. All right, we're up to 16. Come on, let's get that up over 20, guys. Coffee. Yeah, we're up to 19. Yeah, cool. Yellow Rose Drone, Chewy Stuff, 20. $1 million. Nana's Attic. Hey, Brad. Good to see you. 21. Let's see if we get up to 25. Matt's there, 420. Hey, Matt. Good to see you. Great seeing you on Bill's show the other night. Yep. Coffee for Steve. Good. Okay. All right, let's give it one more minute. And we'll draw. So I've had two Avadas, had one mini. Yep, gave that away. And what else? Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and draw. Here we go.
No.
Northside Hawk. Congratulations, Dominic. Let's see. There you go. Dominic, if you would like to gift it to somebody.
Let me think. Okay, I'm gonna. No, gift it to Akira Show.
Okay, cool. I have his address. Warren, congratulations.
No, it's
You
not
are
rigged
the
anymore.
winner. Well, we could give. Congratulations. Awesome, awesome. So, Warren, when you get, I need a feedback on this. I've never tried this brand. It should be good. It says non-GMO, so they're woke. I mean, it is from Boulder, Colorado. Yeah. Gluten-free. Yep. And it even has a stamp on it.
Okay.
33 cents. Nice try, Brett. So let's. Oh, and don't forget tomorrow on Three Conservative Gimps, we've got Thaddeus McCotter coming in. We'll have a lot to talk about, especially here in Colorado. We got a bunch of knuckleheads that want to file a lawsuit to keep Donald Trump off the ballot using the 14th Amendment. I guess those people haven't got the news. He hasn't been convicted yet, so not likely that he'll get convicted. I hope. I mean, it just Colorado is a blue state, and I don't know why they're doing this because Donald Trump is not going to win the state. I mean, he's not going to get any. I mean, what's the point? I mean, all you're doing is you're dividing people. You're going to piss off half the people in the state that support Donald Trump. You know? Anyway, but we'll talk about that tomorrow night. So that's what we'll be talking about, and some other stuff, and we'll talk about how some school districts are putting litter boxes in bathrooms for kids who identify as animals.
I heard that.
So I saw somebody in the chat ask me about my eye. It's all better, healed up. The bruising has gone away, so I'm back to my beautiful self. Yep. One of your cats acting up?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the table?
No. We've got an old 16-year-old cat that only sits on one chair, and occasionally she'll wake up and look around and doesn't see anybody. So,
Oh. Okay. Well, you got a blind cat?
I think her senses are starting to fail as she gets older.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened? Matt dropped one. I got a fish hook in my eyelid last week, which kind of wrecked my day for fishing. Yeah. So I had to go in the emergency room, and my friend Daryl cut the fishing line, and it came out like real easy when the doc. I mean, he had to numb my eyelid, so he had to, take a syringe and numb it. And that was kind of nerve wracking. Oh, you want pictures? I got pictures, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got pictures. Let me. Okay. Now, why did it not? Oh, that's the video. I need the photo. Where did I? Dang it. Okay, here's what I'll do. Is I will. Don't keep me from talking, Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, my mom needed to talk to me, and then I had to go use the little drone pilot's room.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can.
When you said I got pictures, the first thing that came to my mind was, I got pictures. I got pictures. I got pictures. Who could ask for anything more?
Okay. Here you go, folks.
Oh.
Yeah. See that? There's the hook right there. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got really lucky. No eye damage, which is good.
That's good.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yes, it was nasty, Jim. Mm-hmm. Yes. Here's what happened. I was got all my gear set up, and I just needed to move a few feet over to where my spot where I wanted to fish. And one of the rods, the hook got hooked on the wagon, and I I was getting over there to fix that when I bumped the other rod, and the fish hook came out of nowhere and just nailed me right under the eyelid right there. And I thought it hit eyebrow or something. I thought, okay, I could gently just kind of, you know, pull it out, and I go, nope, that's not going. So I said, Daryl, get over here. I need your help. Please cut the fishing line. And I said, I'm going to an emergency room. I don't think I could fix this on my own. So luckily, emergency room was 5 minutes away. And it was one of those urgent care places. So I was the only person there. The only patient, I mean. And so I got right in, and they took all my information and all that. Yeah, that's a nice thing about everything being digitized. You got my insurance card out, and took care of that. Oh, wow. Yep. Oh, that happened to Captain Ray. When was that? A couple years ago when he caught that big barracuda, and that thing just went right. Oh, man. And he ended up in the emergency room. They had to cut the hook and pull it out that way because that hook went clear through the skin. Mm-hmm. So I just took it easy for the rest of the Labor Day weekend. Yep. So had I been wearing my sunglasses, which I normally do, wouldn't have been a problem. It would have just bounced right off the sunglasses. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh, and I'm. Ooh. Wow. Well, you heard the story about the kid that had a friend named Amer and another friend named Niner. And one day they were at school and they were, teacher was doing roll call, and when Amer announced his name and Niner announces, and so he said, I didn't know that was your name. He goes, oh yeah, I got my name Amer when I was playing around with the BB gun and I shot my eye out. So I'm like, Amer. And his other friend, Niner, well, he was playing with fireworks. Well, you know how that ended. That's why it's called Niner. Ooh, ouch. Mm-hmm. Well, my friend James that comes in on my show, he's got a crooked finger because he cut part of his finger off.
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Yeah.
Hey, Mike B.
Mike B. Mm-hmm. Alrighty, we got some of the. What happened to his toes? I don't know. That was a Brad Upton joke. So if you follow him on Dry Bar Comedy, you'll hear that bit. And also follow, go look up DJI Guy. You'll probably see him on YouTube and Dry Comedy Bar. And you know what was the weird thing is like the day before his passing, I started seeing his video in my feed. And I watched one of them. Yeah, he is fun because we used to, cross paths around the Midwest and the Southeast. I would see his name and he's been at this club and that club and but I guess the last several years he's been working out of Vegas and working at the clubs in Vegas. Yeah. Oh, speaking of accident prone, my dad was accident prone. He was a house painter, and one time he was up on a great big wooden ladder painting this 2-story house, and the ladder started sliding, and he landed in one of those window wells and he hyperextended his hip. Oh boy.
Mm.
And then another time, he was painting a house, and the lady's dog got out of the yard when he was trying to get in, and she said, "Go get him, go get him." So he ran up, and the dog had one of those loose chain collars, and he got his finger stuck right in one of the collars, and that dog turned around and bit the crap out of his hand. He almost killed the dog when one of the neighbors came over and held the dog down and loosened the collar because, when that dog pulled, that where that chain was, it just latched around his finger. So had to get stitches for that. And then another time he had a router accident. He was routing out a piece of pine wood for a tabletop, and he had the router bit in one of those drill press. That's the word I'm looking.
Yep.
So he's pushing the board through, and evidently it hit a knot or something, and it grabbed him, and I guess it opened up his thumb, and oh boy. Luckily, when he got to the hospital, it opened up like a flower, and they were able to just kind of roll everything back together and put that real fine tape on it and hold it together and healed up, and he was okay after that.
Well, I've got to settle a few
Really?
things first.
Okay,
and
Dominic.
then go up and say
Thanks
hello
for
to
coming.
Justin. So,
say hi to everybody over there.
yeah, I will. Okay.
All right. Good night.
See you guys. See everybody in the chat.
So I have Xfinity, which is part of Comcast, and I've had it for many years. Never had any issues, other than once in a while, it'll just stop working, and then I found out later if I just turn off my modem, turn it back on, let it reboot, and that usually fixes the problem.
Yeah, they just.
But otherwise,
when you turn them off, they really don't turn off. They're always functioning on a certain level, so you really have to unplug them every once in a while, let them cool off, and reboot.
Mm-hmm. That's what I do. Except this modem does have a reboot button on it.
Good night,
So, Jim, good night, Jim. Let's see what else. Oh, I upgraded early this year to the 1 gig speed, so I get 1 gig down, and I get over 40 up, so which is pretty good. Which now when I upload videos, it uploads really quick.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now we've just got the basic. We've got the basic Spectrum package here, but it's still way better than what Time Warner had become. Because over the years they just were slacking off. We had more and more and more problems, and then when Spectrum took over, things got better. Slowly over time.
Right.
We're not experiencing nearly the number of problems that I hear other people are having with Spectrum. Just like you're not having nearly the number of problems that other people are, complaining about with Xfinity Comcast.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mr. B.
Mr. B, good to see you. No, that's not my house. That's a green. It's a background on a green screen. I wish it was my house.
Yeah.
I would love to live at this place. I mean, look at that with that loft up there. Yeah, hang out up there. And I think go this way down the hall. There's probably a bedroom and a bathroom. And I think the kitchen is around this way. But yeah, I love this living room. Look at that.
Yeah.
Got a fireplace and couch. Yeah. It's got that really rustic look. Kind of something you'd find up in the mountains here in Colorado.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Sort of like almost like the hunting lodge sort of look.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my brother's trying to get that vibe going on in his house.
Mm. Okay.
He's pretty much succeeded.
I wonder if something like this would work in the Philippines. I mean, they've got mahogany that you get pick up all over the place. But the problem with wood in the Philippines with that moisture is you get termites.
Yeah.
And that wood will just rot out in no time. I mean, if it was exposed to the weather. Being indoors might hold up okay. Because I've seen James made some closets using mahogany from some trees in his neighborhood where they cleared some lots and there were some big tree trunks, and he just cut them up into boards. He's got a planer and a joiner, and he's got the tools that he needs to get that wood down to the right thickness. If you needed a door made, he could do that. He could make the frame and the 4 or 6 panels, and yeah, he could do all that stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, he is quite the woodworker. I wish my dad was around. My dad would have a lot of fun talking to him. But one thing about James is he likes to use nails and screws. Where my dad, he did it the way the colonials did it. They use what's called dovetail joint.
Yes.
And
AKA
when
tongue
he
and
made
groove, I think.
something, it was sturdy.
Yep.
Don, come on in, man. Yeah, I sent you a link. Yeah. Let me see if I.
Good night, Warren.
Oh, good night, Warren. Sleep tight. I think I've. Don. Yes, I did send him a link. You know who I should. Let's see if I can get Chuck in. Chuck, go back.
Mr. Happiness.
And who else could we get? Johnny, I sent him a link and I haven't seen him. Well, let's welcome all the way from the great state of Missouri. Let's welcome Don and Gonzo. Welcome.
Hey, Don.
I don't have any headphones on, so
All right, we'll talk loud.
I'll be straining to hear you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Seems kind of quiet.
Yeah, it is kind of quiet. We don't have
Yep.
Billy Boy with his
Where's
peanut
the-
butter whiskey. Yeah. Havana. Yeah, let me
Dude, if
get
I
up
take-
and get another drink.
Well, aren't you supposed to be drinking then?
Huh, me?
Yeah.
I haven't had a drink in about a month.
That's good.
Feel good. Timing is impeccable.
I haven't had a drink in probably 3 months.
You wouldn't want me to be,
So what's new?
to be having a drink. I would fall right over asleep.
I did too. Lovely wife.
Oh. Hello, Mrs. Flat. Mud Flap. Or is it
All right, that's
Mud Ball?
What?
Mrs. Ball. Mrs. Mud Ball. Mrs. Doss. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't think she consents to that name.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
But
I
Yeah.
remember Doss back in the old days.
that was with only one S.
Yeah. That's right. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So is that a German or Dutch name?
I believe it's German.
Okay.
So you had
Interesting.
Okay, I'll be home in a little bit.
Well, look who's in the chat.
Look out, you're gonna bring Cobbler home? Yeah. And I shouldn't have eaten a couple no-bake cookies then. I should have waited for Cobbler later on. I'll have Cobbler tomorrow. She made peach cobbler for the event up here at the ArtCo.
Oh.
Ooh, nice.
Yes.
Sounds yummy.
And not much of it got eaten, so I'm going to be eating it.
Uh-oh. I don't know if that's a good thing.
Oh, there's too much food. They did
Good.
They did a fried chicken dinner, and everybody brought a side dish, and everybody who was going to bring a side dish ended up bringing a dessert. So
Ah,
a lot of desserts.
good.
And of course,
Sent Bill a link if he like to pop in. Okay. So Gonzo running good?
yeah, I got in this morning and adjusted the timing a little bit. It was backfiring the other day,
Ooh.
but I got in because I was doing it by ear at the back of the engine, just getting up to revs and setting it. But I had my wife sitting here and hold it at 3,000 while I set the advanced timing on it today, and it seems to be a little more accurate. It wasn't that far off; it was just a little off. And then I did a little bit of carburetor adjustment too on it. Haven't had any issues.
Cool. Wonderful.
These old engines, it's like that. You tweak one thing, and then you go tweak another thing, and then you come back to the first thing, and you tweak it again. And
Yeah. Yep. One thing affects the other. You gotta
Yeah.
just get them
Domino
in
effect.
sync. Yep.
Yeah.
Now, is that a Volkswagen engine?
yes, I believe it's off a 1972 Super Beetle. But
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I'll be right behind.
Earlier today, I saw on Marketplace somebody selling a dune buggy just almost like yours. They want like 13 grand for it.
Oh, then it wasn't like mine. It was better.
Well, I mean, it had the same color scheme, you know, actually had a spoiler on the back.
A spoiler.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Now, let me go see if I can find it again.
Why would
I
you
remember
use a spoiler?
when I was a little kid, the school bus would drive by this auto dealership, and right on the corner they had this dune buggy out on the corner there, and I kept thinking, oh, I would love to. I want to buy one of those. That looks so cool.
Yep, you don't want to buy one. They're horrible.
There it is.
Oh yeah,
Ah,
that is. I have no idea what body style that is.
Let me see if I can.
As I
The
say,
thing looks weird because it almost looks frog. There we go.
there
Almost
you
looks
go.
frog-like from
Oh,
the front.
kind of like a Carmen Gia up front.
that looks kind of that looks a little bit like there was a European buggy that was really popular
Oh,
that had those headlights.
oh, cool. Neat.
I gotta say, I don't like the headlights scalloped in like that. I like them sitting up top like a speed buggy.
Right. Mm-hmm.
That was an interesting body style, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looked a lot
Mhm.
cleaner. Not as many random holes and stuff in it.
Yeah. Yeah. So now
Color scheme was really reminiscent of yours, so
Yep.
so that is a kit, and you buy a Volkswagen and take the body off and throw a dune
Yep.
buggy body on it.
Fiberglass kit from someplace. There's a lot of there were a ton of manufacturers that came out after the Manx buggies came out. Everybody just started making their own, and the market got flooded. And so you've got a ton of them. Sears had one in their catalog. I believe
Wow.
that came from Sears. But
Uh-huh.
this one here is a safari trail. You don't see quite as many of those, and I think it only was in business for a couple of years.
Okay.
But of course, the Myers Manx are the collector's items. They're the pinnacle
Okay.
because they're the
It's-
original. But
So it's kind of like back in the 90s when the choppers, building your own choppers was kind of the rage. Yeah. When American Choppers came out on the Discovery Channel, and all these shops opened up where they made custom choppers. Yeah. And then after that, it was custom cars. You know, you had American Hot Rod, and then you had what is it? Where they would trick the owner of the car, you know, and they turn around and either restore it or do a whole custom job on it.
yeah, and then they had Trick My Truck, which was semis, I believe. That they
Right?
They had one with tractor trailers where they would rebuild those, and they did that here in Joplin, where I'm from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they
I
filmed
remember
that.
that.
Filmed that out by Petro.
Yeah, I mean, Joplin is the capital of trailer trash. I mean, trailers.
I forgive you.
But yeah, the name of the show was Overhauling.
Yes.
And
I
that
really
was
like
with
that
Chip
show.
Foose. Yeah. And Chip Foose, he's the guy that designed the not the Pon, the Plymouth, what is it, the Phantom? It was kind of a hot rod looking car.
Prowler?
Prowler, that's right. Prowler.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a cool looking car.
Prowlers were pretty cool looking.
Yeah, they were pretty cool looking, but they weren't practical to drive. Yeah. They were the kind of car that you drive to car shows and then drive it home and then park it in the garage, and next spring you take it out and you clean it, get all the dust, tune up the motor, take it to the car show.
You know, after I got this thing cleaned up, or got this thing kind of tuned up, semi-tuned up earlier today, I drove out, and there were 2 car shows in town today that I drove right past. This isn't really a car show car.
No.
Maybe it could be. I don't know.
Could be. Maybe if you put some tassels and streamers on it.
No, I need to clean up the wiring. That would be a good start.
Put a little chrome on the motor.
Do what?
Chrome pipes.
No, that's just. I wouldn't want to do that. But at least presentable. Clean up some wiring that's one step that I got to do. Work on the gas tank.
There you go.
Take a hard right and you smell gas. I think where the fill tube connects to the gas tank. I think that was a sloppy.
Ooh. Yeah.
Or I've got a rust through. So.
Oh boy,
but
yeah.
before I get to that, I got to take the entire hood off, which means taking the dash out, which it has all the controls. Well, if I get that, I might as well go ahead and rewire that. And so it's like one job that will lead to several big jobs.
Another.
And we'll work on those
Yeah.
when I can't drive it.
I had a neighbor across the street when I lived in Michigan. He had I think it was a late 30s Packard. It not a limo, but it was a big ass car. It was one of those luxury cars, and it had I think a V12 or a V16 engine in it. Oh man,
Like a Lincoln, or you're talking like Mercedes?
no, Packard.
A Packard.
Oh,
yeah.
Packard. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Like an old.
Yep. An old car. Yep.
Just sitting there dreaming.
Yeah. I'm sitting here chatting with people online. Say hi.
Howdy. I just.
Howdy.
What?
For the hat days, ain't we?
We got the hats. You're trying to. I thought the stupid hat club was over. Hold on, I gotta put my stupid hat on. But nope, I was just sitting out here, finishing a drink and
Yeah, I'll come around by.
visiting with people. Oh, you can hop in the passenger seat if you want. We can talk to people.
I gotta get some water anyways.
All right.
So we're the stupid hat people.
We're looking at them.
I've got a doom buggy. That's why I'm wearing my stupid hat. Why are you wearing your stupid hat? Why do you wear your stupid hat?
Because I'm freaking bald.
Okay.
That works.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
No, I'm
Yeah.
just sitting here. I came out here to take a break, and then I'm gonna head home pretty soon. Kathy already left, so.
I just checking on you. I gotta get a bottle of water and take a picture.
Yeah.
So if you hear a little water running, don't worry about it.
As long as it's not on my car.
It ain't gonna be on your car.
All right. My Ugo horn is not working right now. I'll try to I'd set it off and make you pee early.
You gotta shut it down early.
Are they getting close to being done in there?
Well, I don't know.
Are they gonna go all night?
I don't know.
We're at Nelk's Lodge event, so
Cool.
there.
Oh, I'll show you a truck
Earlier.
from a car show that I went to a few years ago. Check out that.
Pretty.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
Honestly, don't know how long they run me. So
He might just hang out all night. Who knows?
no, Rick. As long as you keep feeding him, he'll stay.
Keep loading them up with fried chicken.
No, it ain't fried chicken. Just keep bringing him a beer.
Oh, yeah, okay. That's better than yeah.
Yep. That's better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick.
Yep, we had a fried chicken to eat up here.
Well, there's some of the cars at the car show. Look at that guy.
Good night, Brett.
Yeah, look at the paint job on that one. Look at this. Ooh, there's a Barracuda.
Those are the car shows. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep. Yep, there we go. Yep. So if you're ever in Detroit, go to the Henry Ford Museum. They got cars going all the way back to I think they got the Ford quadricycle.
Wow.
Which was the first car Ford built, and that was in the early 1900s. Yep. And they also have some old airplanes. And if you're into radio and television, you can see some old radio sets and TVs. and they've got a couple the old style cameras that they use at the studio at the great big honking things. Yep. Wow. They had some cool stuff there.
Good night, East Coast Thrills.
Good night, East Coast Thrills.
Oh.
Well,
heck.
Havana. More modern. My sister didn't clean that out.
Now,
like,
Don, where are you right now? Because when you came on, I thought maybe you were at home. I thought you were talking to your wife.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm up at the
You're
Elks.
the one named Don, aren't you?
I couldn't hear. I didn't hear the beginning. I told you I don't have headphones in tonight.
Oh, sorry. I said, well, where are you right now?
Yeah, I'm out in the parking lot at the Elks Lodge.
Okay.
We had a big family picnic thing up here, fried chicken feed today, and so.
So are you a member?
Uh-huh.
Oh, cool.
Cool.
And so came up. I've been up here since around 3 o'clock. Is when the cornhole started, and so it's been a while.
Awesome. So you got weekly events there at the Elks Lodge?
Not really weekly. This is once a year thing. We do a family picnic thing. So all the Elks Lodge members and their families come up here, and we have an event. We'll do different types of food, and this year we did fried chicken. We donated a check to a group that trains service dogs for the military. We did that earlier. The cornhole tournament, and right now everybody's in there doing karaoke.
And do you do like seasonal stuff like Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, we do stuff all the time. In fact, well, Halloween we'll be doing a trunk or treat, and I'll be up here with the train. I'll be.
Oh yes! Oh cool!
Take kids on their rides for their trunk or treat train ride. And then we have a church right across the street. I'll drive the train over whenever they do their trunk or treat there, and I'll run it there as well.
Mr. B says he's a member at the Pascagoula, Mississippi, number 1120.
Good night, Brett.
Oh, good. Well, he's got a nice windshield and roll bar, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
And he's got the rear view mirror is connected to the glass. That's good.
I can show you around. Here, let me flip my camera. You've seen the inside of my buggy before, haven't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yep.
Let's see here. How do I switch my camera? Settings. Camera.
Might be easier just to switch the phone around.
But then I can't see what I'm doing.
Ah, okay.
So,
there you go. You got your your
my shifter.
Shifter.
There's my dash that I made. They used to have a stereo in there. They had a big hole cut in the dash, and so I had to come in and cut out a new piece here to block that hole. Put my dials and stuff in. I need to replace. That's one of the original. That's the original headlight switch there.
Oh, okay.
And there's my my windshield wipers. I want to put the horn over here, but the horn right now, if you can see, it's way back there.
Oh wow.
Oh,
It's impossible to reach, and it needs a new spade connector on the switch down there by the horn. So right now
cool.
the horn is not working. Let's see. Oh, right there, there's the bird shit. Or no, that might be a bug splatter. That's a bug splatter right there. Very nice. What the heck? Why did I get the trombone?
For the bird poop.
Bird poop.
Front camera. We're back to me.
There we go. Awesome.
There's the back seat.
There's back seat.
But
Yeah.
rides in
That's
the back.
called roughing it.
Yeah, I took the back seat out. Nobody rides there. I'm going to build a trunk for it eventually.
Okay. Cool.
Because if anybody sat back there, their heads would be right about
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
right there by that roll bar.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah,
it's not
nice.
a sturdy roll bar anyway, but it would still hurt if your face got plowed into it.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But-
That's right.
Dang. This don't look too bad underneath the streetlights here.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So how's the weather out there? Well, it's nice and clear out there.
Oh, it's real nice. No, not much wind. In fact, no wind right now. We had a little bit of wind earlier today, but temperature upper 70s.
Should have got your drone out.
My drone, I have not flown it for a while. In fact, I even let the registration on it expire in August.
Oh,
I'll be
boy.
re-upping it pretty soon, but
Good. Good.
well, I have the Mini, and I thought, if remote ID goes through, I'm not going to be flying the Mini, so why re-up the registration in August to not fly?
Right.
But if they're going to bump remote ID off for a bit,
Right.
They're not going to bump it off.
you think they're going to keep it?
Well, yeah, they might delay it, but these industries have spent millions upon millions of
Oh, right.
dollars prepping for this.
But they're going to delay the requirement for it for me.
Right.
So I can re-register it and fly it for a little bit.
So
Well,
you have the original Mini?
You can fly you can fly your Mini as long as you don't fly it professionally, as long as you don't have a 107.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
my one. I am probably going to be taking it on a job in September
Oh, nice.
because they
Cool.
don't need 4K or anything like that. They just need a quick aerial, and if I can get the job to pay for a new drone,
There you go.
Go for it, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Get one with the
Remote.
ADSB, and then you're ready to go for
Yep.
remote ID.
that's probably what I'll do.
Cool. Yeah, I have the Air 2, which has ADSB, so it's compatible with the
Mhm.
remote ID. So, let's see what's going on at the Elks Club.
I'm hoping DJI will relent and put remote ID on the Mini too, because otherwise I'm probably just gonna have to sell it. I didn't really want to.
There we go. Go inside. Karaoke. Okay. Nice. When the moon hits your eye, like a big pizza pie, that's amore. That's a good size haul there. That'll feed a lot of people. Yep. Give us a little tour. Yep. Cool. Go by the kitchen, and there you go. Go out. Oh, there's where the bar is. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Ooh, dartboards. Cool. Cool. Yep. Got a jukebox. 2 jukebox. There you go. All right, give us a tour. The floors are nice and clean. That's good. Good. Oh. And we're back outside. Awesome. No, we can't do karaoke on this channel. We probably get demonetized. Oh, so he's headed back to the homestead. Oh, there's the elk. Hey, that's cool.
That's nice.
When I went to my class reunion, we were at the Moose Lodge in Royal Oak, Michigan.
Is that city at least where you went to high school, or?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. In 29 will be my 50th high school reunion.
Wow.
Yeah. Watching some of these old shows, and I remember when, hey, that was back when. Wait a minute, am I that flipping old? Oh, holy crap! I mean, that's like 2003. That was last year, and then you realize that's 20 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if my class is still having reunions, or if they are, they're not inviting me. The last one we had was ages ago, just so long ago.
Now, I went to my 10 and my 30 and my 40. And we also had one in between where one of our classmates had a party at her house. And I flew out there, and it was not just our class, but it was several other classes.
Cool.
So I got to see some old classmates that from, class of 78, 77, and 80. And so that was pretty cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, Don's driving. We're going home with him. Yeah, my last class reunion I couldn't go to. I hurt my ankle really badly like 2 days before.
Ooh.
Like I said, it was ages ago. I can't even think about how many. Probably a minimum of 15 or 20 years ago.
Okay. My class, I think we were just after the peak of, the big classes. I think we were a couple years after the peak, and that's when enrollment started to decline. And let's see, they got it to where they got rid of all the lockers on the upper floor because they didn't need any up there. So, and the last time I was at the school, they did a lot of remodeling. It was like, holy cow! They've got a multimedia center, and it's
Wow.
like, holy crap, that is nice. Yeah. And and we got a weight room where back when I was in high school, it was a tiny little room with some barbells and some weights, and that's it. Now they got this huge room that has bench press and all. It's like a gymnasium almost. Where you like what Planet Fitness kind of place for all the football players to go and work out.
Well, that's very cool. I can't even. Well, I don't want to say that I can't, but I don't even know if I could get back on into my old high school. I mean, they've done some expanding since I graduated, but I don't know what that's all about. And
Mm-hmm.
my mom and I tried to. There's like the elementary school and the high school are right next to each other. They're not like in different parts of the town or anything. There's a road that goes right between them, and we
Right.
wanted to go down that road, but there was a sign right out front saying, if you didn't have official business with the school, not to come on the property.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, just sitting here thinking about it, like, I don't even know if I could go in there just to look around, even if I wanted to,
Right.
even though I'm an
Yeah.
alumnus.
Yeah, that's how crazy it is these days. Yeah. But when I was there, I flew my drone, got some footage of the school, the football field, and some of the upgrades that they've done.
Cool.
And what they did is they took the two high schools and combined it, and my high school became the town high school. It's called Royal Oak High School, and the other high school is now a junior high school.
Yeah, they never. they've never really expanded beyond the 2 schools. They just took the high school and made it bigger.
Right.
At one point in time.
And the junior high that I went to still has the elementary school. They tore down a whole bunch of junior highs and the elementary schools in that town. That's how much of the enrollment has declined in
Wow.
that city. Yeah.
Now, is it just in that one school because parents are choosing a better school, or are more parents homeschool?
No, it's in the county. All the school districts have shrunk in size. You gotta remember, back in the late 70s, early 80s, people were leaving that area. I mean, my family left in 81. We lived there for almost 10 years. Came
Wow.
back to Colorado. Mm-hmm. Ah, so nice. Oh, you got popcorn. Is that popcorn ceiling, Don? And he's gone. Okay. Guess he had enough of us. All right, we'll give it a few more minutes and then we'll shut this down. Looks like James is busy with other stuff, so don't see him in the chat. And so that's about it. So we got Warren. Oh, he's back. He's back.
There you go. Hey, Don.
No, it's not popcorn ceiling. It's textured, but
okay.
Yeah, popcorn ceilings suck.
Well, I live in an old apartment, and we definitely have popcorn ceiling.
Yep, and you try and get cobwebs down out of the cracks, and you knock all that off your ceiling, and
I don't see any cobwebs here in my office. But then again, I live in what's called garden level, which is like 4 feet below ground. So it doesn't get really, really hot in the summertime. So
That's got to be nice.
And I'm on the northwest side of the building, which is probably the coolest part of the building in the summertime. Yeah.
Okay, that combined with your Christmas card, I should be able to rob your house.
Okay, there you go. Mm-hmm.
I have to drive across country to do it, but
Yeah.
And what's your work schedule again? So how did the ride look on the way home? Was it jittery? Was it jello-y?
No, it wasn't.
No.
It was a pretty good shape, yeah.
Kind of rough. I was trying to hold it by hand, hold it smooth, but I got to steer and shift. So I was trying to swap hands while doing that.
Right, you did a good job. Mm-hmm.
No, you were just fine.
Yeah.
Good.
Mm-hmm. So, Don, did you grow up in that town, or did you grow up in somewhere else?
Pretty much in this area. I grew up in Joplin, and I live in Webb City, which is, 5 miles away?
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, from my parents' house to my house, I believe it is 12 miles.
Okay. Cool. So
I'm a world traveler.
Yeah. I grew up here in Arvada, Colorado, and moved out to Michigan, and there we moved from house to house. I mean, it was like, I think the longest we stayed in one place was maybe 3 or 4 years. And then after that, it's like almost every year we were in a different house because the owner decided, oh, we're selling the house. Okay, off to another one. And my favorite house in Michigan, it was on a corner lot, and in the basement it had a pool table. I mean, a nice pool table, slate pool table, and it had a sauna down there with a shower, which was cool.
Wow.
Ooh.
Shower and a toilet. So if you
I got a
were
pool table, but no
working
sauna.
on, and that's where my dad made a lot of furniture there. Mm-hmm.
I don't ever use the pool table. My wife wanted it, but
Ah, okay.
we don't play very often.
Yeah. Oh, my dad and my grandfather, they would play every night. And then it got to a point where my dad started beating them. That's when my grandfather said, "This is a dumb game." And it had a pump organ in the den, which was cool. Yeah.
So did you ever get caught pumping your organ there?
Oh yes, many times. Yeah. So it had a nice big backyard. My folks had a big garden where they grew tomatoes and peppers and onions. I think eggplant and stuff. Yeah. Yeah. It was a neat place. And we used to live in the house next door. We lived in that house for about 2 or 3 years. Yeah. My folks were renters back then. It wasn't until 92 that they bought a house.
I have never rented a house.
So I next month will be 9 years I've lived at this place. So
That's a good long time.
yep. Mm-hmm.
I think I've been here 12.
And yeah, oh cool. So is your house a ranch style?
No.
Oh,
I don't know
2-story?
what you I don't know what you would call it. Yeah, it's 2-story,
No.
but I don't know what style it would be.
Ah, okay. Is it a double wide or
No, I think it's all the way wide.
okay. Wide enough and it's got what, 3 bedrooms? You got a basement there?
Yes, we have a basement. We have
Ah,
a
okay.
bedroom in the well, it's an office now, but it could be a bedroom in the basement, and 3 bedrooms upstairs.
Oh. Okay, cool. So anyway, I've decided my date where I'm going to finally move to the Philippines is going to be 26.
You've got a date, a year or a
Yeah,
date.
a year right now.
Okay.
Oh, so
2026.
2026 is when you're moving. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Second, geez, that's awful fast.
Yeah, the 26th of September. Really?
Yeah, no. Nope. Gotta kind of work on things, get everything into place, and when I go, I'll have a place to live, and
Not James's place.
no,
Okay.
but maybe in the same city where he lives, or the same province. Actually, we'll probably be 20 minutes away from his house, so but it'll be closer to the ocean. It'll be kind of in between.
Cool.
Yeah.
What time is your stream going to be then?
Oh, it'll be the same time. It'll be Sunday
Just-
morning when I do it. Yeah. Because I did a show from the Philippines when I was there last April.
Yep.
Hmm.
I just didn't know if you would want to change your time or just leave it where it's at.
No. Because I gotta work it out for you folks in the state.
Yep. All 12 people that watch would be confused if you had it at
Yeah.
a different time.
Yeah, they would be. Hmm. Maybe by then it'll be twice as many.
How many people did you have on tonight? It seemed quiet when I.
We did get up over 30.
Okay.
Mhm.
By the time I was able to pop on, it was quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, you got on right after Dominic left.
And probably that was right after Justin started his stream.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because I'm guessing
So-
Dominic there.
Yes. I did make some fudge before the show, so by the time when I'm finished here,
No bathroom talk, Art. Please, that's nasty.
Yeah.
We don't need to hear about that.
Yeah. We already talked about that early in the show about the explosive diarrhea on the plane.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, you can see the video on YouTube Charts.
Okay.
Yep.
Wow, look at the time.
Yeah. Yeah. So the fudge I made, I used dark chocolate, and I put a little bit of raspberry jello mix in there, so it got a little bit of a raspberry flavor to it. Mm-hmm. And it's what I call 1 minute fudge. You use sweetened condensed milk and chocolate chips, and you mix it all up and then put it in the microwave for a minute, and then you whip it up, and then it just starts to thicken up, and you pour it in a baking pan.
Well, that doesn't sound like nearly enough work, Art.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can sign off on this fudge if it's that half-assed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, if you're gonna make fudge, I want you to be in the kitchen for a couple hours.
Well, you know what? I was cooking
chocolate.
I was cooking dinner at the same time. I was boiling my potatoes for mashed potatoes, or tried to make mashed potatoes. Turned out to be well, it's more like boiled hash brown potatoes. Yeah. I thought, ooh, maybe that'll speed up my, mashing process if I put it through a grater and then boil it for about half hour, and nope, didn't work that time, so I'm not going to try that next time. It turned out to be a gooey glop of potatoes.
Nope, you'd be better off just cubing them and boiling them.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, yeah.
Now, when you make your mashed potatoes, do you like them smooth, like whipped smooth, or do you like to have chunky bits in it?
I like it smooth.
I like chunky bits.
Okay. Sometimes the way I make them, it turns out to be chunky bits.
Do you ever think of using one of those I don't know. I think they're called. They look like a big garlic press, and you can put your mashed potatoes in there. Or no, potato ricer is what they're called.
Oh, okay.
It and it makes like strands, but then you can mix those up.
Well, that's what I was trying to do with the grater. But no, what I should have done is I should have squeezed all that water out before I put it in the water to boil, because then it was more like a potato soup when I made it that way.
Yeah, but with the
And then when I put in the what the sifter, you know, you pour your, like when you make spaghetti, you put it in that colander. Put in, yeah. What I should have done is I should press that potato, get all that liquid out, and it would probably turned out better.
Maybe if it came out too soupy, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now, do you have potato masher?
Yes, I have my potato masher. Yep. Mm-hmm. And let's see what. So I got leftover steak, potatoes, and gravy. got leftovers for tomorrow. The steak was excellent. Yep. Mm-hmm. So I learned not to buy the packet of petite, sirloins. Just buy the sirloin. It's just it's a little more, but you get a better quality meat that way.
Yep. Or buy yourself a sirloin roast and cut your own.
Yep.
Depends on how much steak you're going to eat.
Yep.
But you can freeze them and.
Yep. Well, I used to get deer meat from somebody, but that's not going to happen. Oh well. I won't be getting free salmon. Yep. Or ling cod or rockfish.
I'd rather have the free salmon than the free deer.
Well, the elk is really good. I mean, it tastes more like beef than the deer venison. That's pretty good. Antelope is pretty good. A little on the gamey side, but it is tender. Oh man.
Yeah, where is James at?
He's probably at another house build. He's been doing videos on new house construction. Alrighty, let's give it a couple more minutes and then we'll shut this bad boy down.
Hey, count down. You want to count it down, or should we sing a song until we're done? 99 bottles of beer on the wall.
I think I got one of those counters. Yes, I do have a countdown.
Yeah, we don't need to do a countdown, right?
Yeah. Okay.
We'll just stare at each other until straight at 8:30.
There we go. Mm-hmm.
I'll have a staring contest with Charles. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. All clever, staring at me like that, Charles, with a booger hanging out of your nose.
Yeah.
All right, you win. He put the stank eye on me, and I couldn't handle it. Pulled that Jack Elam stare at me.
Go for that Marty Feldman look. Mm-hmm. So what's the weather like tomorrow, Don, in your neck of the woods?
It's gonna be in the 70s.
Nice.
And sunny.
Oh, well, it's supposed to cool off and rain, and it's getting cloudy right now.
Yes, Andrew, I am very comfy. I'm so comfy. You should just someday get a chance to cuddle up with me and you'd see how comfy I am.
Well, everybody in the chat, thanks for coming. Have a great weekend. Don, thanks for popping in. Charles, always great to have you. See you tomorrow afternoon.
Yep.
And everybody have a pleasant weekend and catch you next time. Bye-bye.
All right, folks.